Yo, what's up, Poncho? You are right to vibe. Outer Wilds is and always will be a vibe. What up? We back. We playing more Blueprints. I don't know if you've had the chance, Poncho, but this game fucks. A single tear was shed. A manly, strong tear from your strong, manly tear ducts, I assume. Wow, wow. You have heard it fucks heavily. The game does fuck heavily. It's one of my faves. It's up near the top of just gaming experiences that I've ever had, and it makes me sad that I'll never get to do it again. But that's fine. Does this game scratch the Outer Wilds itch? It does, actually. It does give off very similar vibes, in that it is a game about discovery and exploration and figuring out things based off of context clues and stuff. Am I finished Blueprints? No. I've reached the end, but that's not really the ending. There are still other things that I am in the process of working on in order to get the true ending, which there are a couple ways that I can go about it. I don't want to say too much because the fun of this game is playing it for yourself and discovering these things on your own. So I do encourage people who have an interest in playing this game to try and go into it as blind as possible, because it's one of those games that benefits from the less you know, the better. So, if you're a puzzler, if you like good games, if you like roguelites or strategy in any kind of fashion, this game gets a high recommendation from me and a encouragement to not watch me play it if you want to play it. How difficult are the puzzles? Are you going to feel stupid? A lot of it is there's some logic and there is some intuiting things, but the game does spell out everything inside of it. And also there's just a lot of trial and error that comes along with it, because there is some RNG that comes along with the game. I'm going to take this because I want to try and get more vault keys. Yeah, the best way that I can describe playing this game is you take screenshots, you write down notes, and you learn things. It's just a matter of giving yourself goals to try and accomplish, keeping your eyes peeled for things of interest, and physical notes. Yeah, I've got just so many notes. Just so many notes. They just keep going. How's it going? Good. Good. I am currently sitting at 2 red letters still. I've got 3 Sanctum keys. I've got 1 sigil. Finished. Things that I am looking for. I need to craft a super sledgehammer. You'll be mostly looking then. Good luck, sir. Thank you for the lurk, Poncho. I appreciate you. You're currently glitched room 46 speedrun in under an hour and 30. Or is that 1 minute and 30? 1 minute 30? Hell yeah. Very cool. Yeah, my current goals: find more books, do the classroom thing if it becomes available. They go onto the map. Try and do the mirror room. Try and get to the battery pack sledgehammer so that I can knock down the wall in the weight room. There's a few things. You have found 6 letters. Very cool. There are 3 safes that I know about at this point that I have not been able to unlock. So what I'm going to do is just start writing down any dates of interest. Like, for example, maybe my birthday is 1. You have not been to room 46. Is that like a choice that you made to not go to room 46? I've learned what happens if you use the boiler room with the garage. We're at the point where I don't care enough to do much more. Bad luck the times you tried to go there. Fair enough. Metal detector. We want to try and use the burning device inside of the chapel. Guess we're taking the pool. Okay. Well, I didn't take the chapel last time, and it screwed me over. So I'm going to grab it. Now I will go back. So we have the metal detector already, which is good. You still haven't played much, though? Fair enough. Is it more like you just get to play when you did it? You did make an Oblivion character. Ah, you got sucked into the Oblivion remake. The words "another box" are on another box. Well, this is just a true statement. The truth is on another box. The gems are in another box. So we know for certain that this is true. He named him Victor. The arena announcer says, "Victor from the blue team leave the arena and rest. You've earned it." So I named my character Victor. Ah, a pun. The truth is on another box. The gems are in another box. So one of these has to be false. Your custom class is not lying. Definitely a stealth archer. That's, yeah. If there's one thing I know about Elder Scrolls games is that no matter what build you start your intentions with, you end up as a stealth archer. So let's say that the gems are in this box. The truth is on another box. Well, that could be true, because we know this is true. And this one could be true as well. Okay. Gems are in here. This could be true. This would be true. Okay, so if the gems are in here, that would make this true, and that would make this true, which means the gems cannot be in this box. If the gems are in here, that would make this false, this true, and this true, so that could work. If the gems are in here, that would make this false, this true, and this true. So all we know for certain is that the gems cannot be in here. Well, we know this is true, which means that this has to be true, which means this has to be false, which means the gems are in here. Well, not the most graceful of starts. We just kind of got forced into this. Thank you for the hydrate, Zelda. So, chapel it is. Nice. 3! Thank you, Snacks. Thank you. Oh. Ah, key. This is a pretty easy drawing room. I really want the magnifying glass. The archives, the den. I think we don't need the archives here. We can just redraw. Or we can just use the den to take us forward. I'm going to take a redraw here. Dark room is better, but it's still not great. I'm going to take security here so that I can do an experiment. Alright. How you doing, Snacky? Change offline mode to unlocked. Set security lever to low. And move on here. I want to try and go to the right. Courtyard is good because it can't be locked. It might have the shovel. Love the shovel. Big believer in the shovel. See? Free nail. Den. It's better here. A way. Do I want the kitchen? Yeah, I'll take the kitchen. What's on the menu today? The main course is the stuffed wild quail. Do I want another morning room? Yes, we get. There are now 2 morning rooms in the draft pool. And yet. We could take the utility box here. I'm going to take the commissary, though, because it might have the magnifying glass. Okay. And the sledgehammer. Okay. Since we have that stuff, we can go back to the workshop and make the burning kit. At some point. Well, these are all dead ends. We could just take the guest bedroom here, because I don't really need the steps. Nothing on there, but there is something in here. A key. Strange that there's nothing on this table. There almost always is. Let's go do the chapel thing. It gets rid of our metal detector, but that's fine. Burning kit assembled. So far for the burning kit we have found the tunnel, we have found the diary key, we have lit the torch room. Okay. A piggy bank. The Keeper of Tithes. The chapel's resident guardian tasked with the sacred duty of keeping the money accumulated from chapel offerings. Oh! So this has all the money that I have put in here since the beginning. Can only be broken once. Are you sure you want to break them now? No, we won't break them yet because we currently don't have a use for it. But if we get, like, the fortune room, we'll come back here and do that. The kennel. We could take the utility box now. Utility closet. So that we can turn off stuff and make our security room better. And we have the drawing room and the courtyard and the den as alternate paths. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I like this feature. The piggy bank. Yeah, so it's like forced savings is what is happening here. Until we break it and then the church is back to robbing us again. But right now we're like investing into our future. Also, I didn't do an experiment like I said I was going to. Song. How you doing, Rabbit? By the way. You good? Hell yeah. Me? I'm vibing. Each time you find some trash while digging, add a small chest to the entrance hall, set your steps to 40, set your dice to do. I mean, sure. If we can find a single chest to break open, we can then go back to the entrance hall and get more chests. Well, this is unfortunate. I guess I should have done the drawing room instead, but this was like a guaranteed opening. Yeah, whatever. Maybe there's something in here. Nope. You're worthless to me, spare bedroom. Locksmith. Alright, we got the tunnel. Always draw a tunnel while drafting this room. This feels like a bad spot for that. This just kind of feels like a bad spot for that. Passageway, study, nursery. Well, I guess we lose. Ah, the treasure map. Which is like right there. Okay. Did I get into the study safe yet? No. Because I don't know what date they want me to use there. This is presumably Sinclair's study. So I assume the date would have something to do with him. This is another one that makes people angry. Yeah, you're saying that about the office one as well. But I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms in the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, and pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional thinking it can be pulled off by Thursday. Well, it's more just like I don't know where to even begin when it comes to dates. Because the only safe that I've been able to crack in terms of dates is the one that has the picture of like the Christmas scene. And that was inside of the boudoir along with the safe, right? Which gives me the impression that the date would be inside of the same room as the safe. But after like looking around both the drafting room and this room, I don't think that's the case. So then it's like, well, then how do you intuit what date you would even use on these safes? Because I don't want to just like go around writing down every random date that I come across and then just punching them into the keypad and hoping. Like, there's got to be some kind of like rhyme or reason to these dates. How is Blueprints today? Has he turned silver yet? He has not turned silver yet. No. How you doing, Zavis? Not any specific reality as you're further than you overall. Right. Well, the only thing inside of this room that potentially refers to a date, but you did get into this one. Well, the only date that you could potentially try and intuit is him talking about Thursday. Would that be November 6th? No, okay. Because I think the 7th was day one based on the drafting room. Yeah, I don't know. There's something behind here. I'm sure you'll find it. Huh. What is this arrow? Anyway, good night. Good night. Again, there's like these lines. I'm literally just gonna scour this entire freaking room for anything that might resemble a date. D8 is December 8th. Okay. December 8th. M. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or two. They're talking, I think this is my mom. It's all lining up, and all of our hard work is about to come to fruition. I have yet just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect two more to be pure opportunists whose loyalty extends only to their coin purse. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run. Assuming the red print we have secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. We should begin these trials without delay once you arrive. If you can, within the next 2 months, fabricate some fiction that might alleviate us of the presence of the servant staff. Until we meet on the shore of White Sands, Caleb. 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 Okay. Well, I was able to figure it out based on the placement of the single chess piece. So that's kind of cool. Other than that, I think we're done here. Sleeping in the guest bedroom doesn't do anything. I opened the safe. I did. I figured it out. It was the chess piece on the board on D8. Now, I'm curious if the safe inside of the draft room is the exact same key code, because it's the same room. I guess I'll try sleeping in the guest bedroom. It did say that it didn't have like any actual effect. But why not? Okay. So then there's a safe in the office. Count Gates. Okay, his name is literally Count Gates. So I assume you have to count how many of him there are. Because he's the only bust with multiple of them inside of the room, right? And then I'll have to figure out what month. If it's like March of the Count or something like that, and it's like March 5th or something ridiculous. Shrine. Oh, also, I have a theory. The diary showed this room on the back of it, and there is a shrine blessing that lets you, if you end the day inside of a certain room, will let you draft it in the outer room. So what if we make the ladies' room into the outer room? Maybe that'll do something. Also, I'm curious if there's... You like theories? Mm-hmm. I think letting you choose one was 8. Oh, never mind. I guess it's not consistent. For each different type of spread that you do each day, add an extra dish to the dining room. Oh, cool. That's like fine. It's extra steps. The kennel to start. Sure. And this will let me pet. Thank you. The dev of this game understood that if you're gonna have dogs in your game, you better be able to pet them. This box is empty. There are 2 empty boxes. Well, this is true. This is a true statement. There are 2 true boxes. That could be true. So if the gems are in here, this is false. This is true. And then this statement would have to be true. Well, it could be true. If the gems are in here, this is true. This is true. But if this, that would mean this would have to be false. But then this would say that there, but it is true. So the gems can't be in here. If the gems are in here, this is true. This is true. Which means this would have to be false, but it can't be. So this is the only one where it makes sense. So this box is lying. This is true. And this is true. Yeah, so the gems are in here. Take the den. The garage, the workshop, storeroom. Taking the garage. Give me those keys. Alright. Bunch of dead ends. And inside, a bunch more keys. Okay. Take the study. Gives a lot of rerolls. As well as a gem. Hallway's good here. Nope. Yep. Give me a green room. Ooh! Lucky. Break room. Yes, please. Three. 5, 6, 8, 11, 3. 3. Are they all going to be 3? I'm just going to pick this. No, it's not. Okay. 16, 4, 2. I've got 8 keys. Oh, hanging out here once again really reminds me of the good old days at the Mice Will Play. Okay. Could take the utility box. I think that's fine because we got the cloister. Gym, which we just turned off. Hell yeah. Any... Oh, we got the car keys. Well, we just turned on the garage and also... Okay. Let's go see what's in the trunk of the garage. Already, my steps. I haven't picked up any extra steps yet. Treasure map. Okay. Jeez. That's pretty far up. Okay, so like they hide this note inside of here, right? I need to get more steps. Chapel, commissary. Take the chapel. Drawing room, hallway. Guess this would, if it veers to the right, that'd be good. It does not. The breakfast nook gives me 10 steps. I'm taking the workshop. Okay. Broken lever, sure. Somehow the broken lever is the only item I've managed to find so far. Take the observatory. What do you got in store for me today, observatory? Green rooms are more likely to have special flowers and Diamondus Major. Okay, let's redraw. The boudoir is good. Dining room. Okay. Attic. Tunnel. I'm going to take the attic. I want the items. Battery pack. Magnifying glass. Sledgehammer. Okay, we can make... We can make this super sledgehammer. We have the workshop. Okay. Commissary. Yes, please. Shovel. Office. Okay. Spread gold. Remote data transfers are not currently available. I would really like them to be, though. I'm going to do security stuff. State inventory. Coins, yep. The keycard system is offline, which means we can do this. Set this to high. March of the count. One, two, three, four. I see 4. March 4th. No. 1. 2. 3. Oh, this is the king. What do I have the office written down? I have the office as the queen. So the office is the white king. And the lady's secret room would be the white queen. Which makes more sense that the queen would be inside the ladyship's chamber. One, 2, 3, 4. I see 4. Unless the big one doesn't count. Big one doesn't count. Okay. March 3rd. Thank you for promptly answering all our demands, not involving the police, and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of your own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully, you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expect to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. We were already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there have been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gone too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew, I want to personally assure you that there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there's nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to. And you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings. If not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous, X. Interesting. Lost and found. I can't. Freezer, guest room, boiler room. This is the room with the chest inside of it. Wow. Wow! Okay, let's go back to the dining room. Because we have two meals waiting for us in there. Golden sunrise soup. A sun-warmed blend of fresh turmeric, golden ginger, and zesty garlic simmered in coconut milk and finished with a touch of lemon. Good taste pays well. 5 steps and 5 coins, plus an additional 5 coins if you have a morning room in your house. Sure. Okay, so not a ton of extra there, but I'll take it. Sounds pleasant. It does sound pretty good. Okay, let's go back to the workshop. craft our... Oh. Craft our sledgehammer. Break down the wall. Oh. Well. Oh, this stays up. That's good to know. Would I take the kitchen here? No, but I will take the coat check so that I can put the sledgehammer inside of it. Because I'm sure there's... I know of at least 2 spots that I can use it. And I doubt that's all of them, so... Oh, man. I can also do the shovel, but... I think I need this more. Power hammer. Also, I guess since I'm here, might as well. I can't think of another use of the burner at the moment, so... Okay, so there's the wall in the weight room, and there's the wall down in the torch room. Any turnips? No. I mean, we are more likely to dig up coins and keys now because of the thing that we built, but whatever. Yeah, the only way forward is in the weight room, but that's fine. Wait, there's got to be some digging spots in here. Turnip? Key. So many coins. Get your ass over here. There you are. I mean, okay, yeah, sure. Oh, the room, the one I'm directly connected to, huh? I see. This is a lie. The destruction of structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and will reset every few days. So it is permanent. Where is... Thank you. Time to start digging. Ooh. Gems and money? Sick. I have $62. Classroom. Kitchen. I do think I want the kitchen. I think I want the steps that come from eating the food. I can eat so many bananas. Okay, cool. We can redraw a few times since we have that. Is this a good music room? It might have a sanctum key in it. Nope. Prison key. Oh! Denoted in verse.